afternoon, everyone. My name is Kelly Anderson, and I'd like to welcome all of you to ISS Group's 18-minute Agile Business Process Improvement Solutions demonstration titled Project Budgeting. In this approximately 18-minute presentation, my colleague Mike Markowitz will demonstrate how our process digitization methodology, along with our business process improvement solutions, can significantly improve your company's ability to track budgets and projects using our iPurchase solution. iPurchase permits projects to be maintained within the system. This function allows a user to place purchases against those projects, which in turn tracks each approved purchase, providing a complete audit trail for budgeting purposes. One of our clients, AF Global, formerly known as Ameriforge, uses our process digitization methodology to transform the entire PO requisition process from order entry to management approval to PO creation, along with our business process improvement solution, iPurchase. To quote their purchasing manager, as he stated, "We have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars using ISS Group solution. We have an efficient, scalable, and maintainable approval workflow solution." After much research, locating an educated partner, ISS Group's knowledge on controlling Maverick spend was second to none. As you are all aware, in today's competitive environment, businesses must think of purchasing and procurement activities in terms of value, efficiency, and overall return on investment. Mike will now demonstrate just how iPurchase is a fast and effective way to improve your financial controls and business processes. Again, welcome to our weekly demonstration. With that, I'll pass the presentation to Mike to begin the demonstration. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, for the introduction to our weekly webinar of project budgeting. Let's just jump right in right now and start the demonstration. So this is the iPurchase login screen. We're just going to log in. And where we're going to start today is we're going to just go to the budgets function down here, okay? I'm going to type in the budget that I'm looking for. Now, I can do this, or I can just click the search and it will show me all the budgets that are in the system. But I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring me to the one I'm looking for. So right from this screen, you can see the different departments, the different budget amounts, the pending recs, and the open POs. But let's actually go into the budget, for example. So I click the Edit button. Now, only people with the rights to see budgets will be able to actually get in to this functionality within iPurchase. So you can limit the amount of people that you want to have access to this part or to this function of iPurchase. So as you can see here, this is the graphical interface for the budgets. Now, on the top left-hand corner, you put in your budget amount, your budget code. The budget code is actually linked to the QAD projects, or within QAD, the projects. So iPurchase and QAD are fully integrated with each other, and it's real-time integration. It's not batch and load process. So all the information you're seeing on these screens are in real time. And this is a way that a person within your organization can control how much money is being spent within specific departments within a budget. So let's talk about the screen that we're seeing on the webinar right now. So in the top right-hand corner, this is our graphical interface. So this line shows me the different budgets per department. The departments are listed across the bottom. The dollar value is listed across the left-hand side. Obviously, this changes based on how many departments you have and what the dollar values of these budgets are. So this is a total budget of $150,000. But you can see we have it separated by three departments. Department 900, 2000, and 3000, or Department Software Products, Operations, and Administration. So now let's discuss this table, and then we'll get back to the graph. So as you see, if you don't allocate all of the budget to the departments, it will give you, the system generates a non-budgeted department line item within the budget. So that means anyone in any department will be able to place a requisition against this project, against this department here. Then we have three more departments added to this: software products, operations, and administration. And as you can see, I already have some recs and TOs associated with these departments within this budget. So, for example, you can see that software products has an amount of $15,000, but there's $10,000 of pending recs. So it's showing me that the actual balance is still $15,000 because the rec is not approved yet and the PO is not created. But it also shows you the estimated balance based on what would happen if the pending recs were approved. And that is shown also here by this blue line or this bar graph here on our graphical interface. The operations department has a budget of $90,000. But as you can see, $75,000 has already been placed in POs and sent out to the suppliers, and there's still $5,000 worth of pending recs. And that is shown here by this red block in the bar graph, and it tells me $75,000. And then there's a blue bar for the pending recs. So again, it shows me my actual balance here is 15, but the estimated is 10 based on this pending rec being approved. That's the graphical interface right now. What else you can do with this graphical interface, though, is you can click the View Details, and it shows me the rec number and the line that is associated with this budget and this department. Same holds true for this operations. I click View Details, and I get a list of all the recs that are associated with this department. Now, as you can see, 2 of them have a PO. So that's where this PO number is coming from. So now let's move on and let's go and create a requisition. Now, iPurchase has 3 ways of creating requisitions. You can do it via a punch-out, through a catalog, or a manual requisition. All of these types, or all of these ways of adding requisitions to the system or entering requisitions to the system can all use the project budget functionality. It doesn't make a difference which type of rec you're putting in. We're going to stick with the new rec though, and just a manual rec, and I'm going to put in EDW, and I'm going to click on this, and it's going to load my header information. Now you can change all your header information, but that's for a different demonstration, and if you'd like to see how to enter a manual rec, we are glad to supply you with that type of demonstration. Just let Kelly know at the end of this webinar. Okay, I'm going to click Save. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a line item. So I'm going to go 22 dash, and I'm going to put in a power cord here. I'm going to put the quantity in as 100, and I'm going to put the amount in as 200. And that will give me a subtotal of 20,000. Now, it's already against the operations department, and I'm going to put my project in here. Now, understand that you can enter a rec without a project, but you could still enter it for the same department. So if people need to put recs in for that department that don't associate with this project, that's not a problem either. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save and close this line. When I hit save and close, it actually tells me that my budget will be over by 5,000. Okay? But I can still submit this requisition. So I'm going to go to submit. I'm going to submit the requisition. And it's telling me now that I can't submit the requisition because I will be over budget by $5,000. So just here you can see that how the system will control Maverick spend and how it will help you within your organization not to overspend, just like I just said, control Maverick spend. This functionality can be very vital to organizations moving forward because you won't be able to overspend on a budget. So since I hit the submit button, now I can't submit the requisition. If I go back to the budgets here, I'll go into the search function this time, and I go to test. I hit test, and you'll see it's not here. It doesn't exist yet because I can't submit it. Now, let's go and put in a requisition for this software product. Let's put it in for $10,000 and see if it will let us submit it. So we're going to go back into a new rec here. I'm going to go CDW. I'm going to go save. I'm going to go new line item. I'm going to go software products. I'm going to put it at 100 and 100. So now we're at 10,000. I'm going to put the project in, and I'm going to put my item. I kind of do this a little backwards, but it's okay. I'm going to hit save and close. And again, it tells me the record. Oh, whoops. It's the cost was $1. Let me edit that. I want the cost to be 100. Save and close. And now it's at 10,000. I'm going to now submit this requisition. I submitted the rec. It is now in a pending state. Oh, wait a second. Let me retract it. Let me make sure I put the project. Oh, I did. Okay. And then I'm going to go back into budgets. So I'm going to go back into budgets. And now what you're going to see here is the system allowed me to enter a rec even though it's going to actually be over budget, okay? Because look, my pending recs now are at 20,000, but my account balance is only 15,000, and now I'm over budget by 5,000. There's a reason why the system allows you to do this. It's because these are pending recs. So if one of these requisitions does not get approved within the system, it will then allow you to approve the rec we just put in and stay within budget. But it will not allow you to approve both requisitions. Because once both requisitions would be approved, you would be over budget for that department. And then the budget, even though the budget total isn't over budget, for that department it is. And there we're only allowed to spend the $15,000 that we allocated from that budget. So that is how a manager can actually go in and look and see what is exactly going on. He can click view details. He can see the 2 recs that are submitted. They're not approved yet, but he can see the 2 recs submitted, and he might have to have a conversation with someone about these 2 requisitions and how both of them cannot be approved. So you can see from a manager's or an administrative standpoint how you can control your Maverick spend. Again, they can see everything from one screen. They don't have to jump around between 2 systems. They don't have to jump around even within one system. They can just see what's going on within this graphical interface for budgets with an iPurchase. So that is the overview of project budgets with an iPurchase. At this point, I'm going to toss it back to Kelly for her final words.
Thanks, Mike. In conclusion, I just would like to add to this demonstration that iPurchase reads the QAD supplier master table, the item master table in real time, as well as writes to the QAD purchase order table in real time, eliminating the need for redundant data entry, as Mike showed you. In turn, this reduces human error, improving efficiency, and greatly enhances productivity. iPurchase not only works with QAD, it will work with any ERP system. Thank you all for your time today. Should you like to contact us, please feel free to contact me directly at Kelly Anderson, kanderson@issgroup.net. My phone number is there. Or contact Mike Markowitz. His email address, mmarkowitz@issgroup.net. Or you can forward it to our mailbox and our website is sales@issgroup.net, and a number of us will pick up those messages. Thanks again for your time. Have a great week, and we hope to see you at next week's weekly demo. Thank you.